You're watching Nostalgia with Bibsquake.
Hello, my guests. Intros are weird, so let's get into it. I bet you're all wondering why I've gathered you here. Well, it should be obvious. I'm here to force you all to watch another episode of Toons of Our Time, aka Toot. What is Toot? Oh, basically an internet show where I talk about shows. It's showception. But I'm going to be recapping and reviewing various shows I remember from my time as a tiny tot. So what is the show we'll be talking about today? Well, imagine this, the year 1997. You just had a non-socially distant hangout with the buds. Y'all saw a movie. What was it? Men in Black. Not this Men in Black. This Men in Black. Your ears are ringing because after the movie, all night one of your friends wouldn't stop playing the hottest song of the year, Aqua's Barbie Girl. Your head is swimming. Princess Diana, Mother Teresa, and Biggie Smalls have all died this past year. You walk into your house, push the antenna down on your fancy new cellular device, and turn on your square brick of a television working its hardest to bring you high definition 480p glory. What is the majestic show that's adorning your eyes on Fox television? Nothing other than the King of the Hill.
Please, Mr. Hill, loud is not allowed.
What the? Loud is not allowed?
Well, I bet you could guess I've got a sweet spot for Hank Hill and his family. Late at night as a kid, I'd watch this without understanding any of the jokes. I revisited as an adult, and it's so good, I can kind of see why they try to milk it for 13 seasons. But on to the recap. King of the Hill was created by Mike Judge, who's well known for his work on Beavis and Butthead, and Greg Daniels, who's known for his writing in The Simpsons. This classic follows the amazingly mundane antics of the Hill family. The Hill family is composed of Hank, voiced by Mike Judge, also known for voicing Beavis and Butthead from... I'll let you guess it. Then there's Peggy, voiced by Kathy Najimy, also known for being Sister Mary Patrick in the Sister Act movies, Mary Sanderson in Hocus Pocus, and Mary in Wall-E. Did I just pick times she was characters named Mary? Absolutely. Did that result in me just listing one other animated role for her? Listen, fight me.
I'm tired of being lack of focus. I'm gonna show them I can do better. I'm gonna make my dad proud.
Then we've got Bobby, voiced by Pamela Adlon, aka Spinelli from Recess, Andy and Squirrel Boy, Hector McBadger, and Jakers, The Adventures of Piggly That's so fun to say. Next is Luann, voiced by the late Brittany Murphy, who's known for playing Ty in Clueless, Gloria in Happy Feet, and Alex in 8 Mile, and Ladybird, who is a dog. Yay! Dogs always get brownie points. But outside of the family, there's a whole cast of colorful characters like Bill, Dale, and Boomhauer. The show mostly centers around the daily life antics of Hank and those close to him, and I think that's where the show really shines. Most of the situations are dramatized, but it's dramatizations of the mundane lives of a conservative family in the made-up town of Arlen, Texas. I'll put up a light spoiler warning here, because I will be talking about some direct events that happened in the show, but the show ran until 2010. That's over a decade ago, people.
An F in English? Bobby, you speak English.
So far, the craziest thing I've seen happen on the show is a grocery super center blowing up after they start selling propane and propane accessories, and one of the employees continuously mishandles the propane tanks. But typically the show doesn't even deal with stuff like that. Throughout the show, we mostly just follow everyone's daily lives. We watch Leanne getting through beauty school, Hank on his mission to sell propane and propane accessories, Peggy viewing herself as a hero for being a substitute teacher, Bobby just being Bobby. It really just is a show about watching a family live their lives, and it has no right being as funny as it is. Like, I remember watching one episode where Peggy was brought in to teach sex ed at Bobby's school, and Peggy asked him if he knows anything about sex ed. Actually, let's just play the scene. It's short.
No need for Bobby to get all bothered up learning about sex when he can't do a damn thing about it anyway at his age. And with his features.
Bobby? Bobby, honey, what do you know about sexual relations?
I don't know. Nothing much. I'm a little worried about being a slut.
I have no idea why, but that whole scene just cracks me up. Also, even though the family is conservative, the show never falls into that hole of making fun of groups of people in an undeniably mean-spirited way, at least up until the point I watched. For these videos, I usually watch the first 10-ish. episodes of a show, but I watched into the 3rd season just because I enjoyed watching this one so much.
I sell propane and propane accessories, I tell you what. Shut up, Dale.
Moral of the story is, this is just a good, funny, wholesome show. All of the characters stick out, and it's hard to dislike anyone. Everyone is ridiculous, but are still grounded somehow. My biggest gripe with the show is how ugly it is. God, this ain't a pretty show. You can put as much lipstick on a pig as you want, but you're only gonna get so far. But it's almost kind of endearingly ugly. Like, there's just something that warms my heart about not being able to tell where exactly a character is looking, because their eyes have just kind of been adhered to them somehow. The art did eventually improve as the seasons went on, but the show does have a recurrent case of the uglies, I'll tell you what.
We're at a Cool Whip? No, man!
Before I go, I do want to point out the theme song, though. It doesn't have any words, and it doesn't change the entire run of the show, except a few additions here and there for events, but it gets me so hype. I jam out every time, humming, singing, doesn't have words. I'm still spitting the bars to this theme song. But considering all that, how much I love the writing and the characters, to me this show is personally a solid 9. It's not perfect, but I've never sat down and felt dirty for watching it like I do with a lot of adult cartoons. There was no shame here. Hopefully you all like the show too. And with that, I'll speak to you guys later. Bye.